Hello and welcome. My name is Dylan, and today we're going to be talking about legendary grenades in Cyberpunk 2077. How do you get legendary grenades, and what legendary grenades can you actually obtain, and how do you make them? What do you need to do to unlock them in Cyberpunk? So I have completed basically the entire game on this account. I've done all of the side missions, I've done all of the scanner missions. I've leveled up significantly. I've got a ton of iconics, a ton of legendary weapons and armor and everything. And I'm like, dude, why don't I have any legendary grenades? And I actually discovered this by accident while trying to upgrade Jackie's pistol. But you can make these legendary grenades called Ozob's Nose. And the base damage, if you are max level, is 5,653 with a 4-meter radius. Now, you can go through, I don't have any grenade perks equipped, so you can go through and you can equip perks that will increase the damage of your grenades, and I think probably range as well. But I personally don't have any of those because I didn't have any reason for it. But how do we actually get these grenades? So you can actually get the legendary crafting schematic for these grenades. But to be able to do that, you need to have 18 technical ability. So you need to use 18 attribute points here, and you need to put them into technical ability. Once you've done that, you need to get Edge Runner Artisan. Once you get that, it allows you to craft legendary items. Okay, so now that we have the ability to craft legendary items, how do we actually go and unlock this legendary crafting schematic, or how do we get the ability to make these legendary frag grenades? So what you're going to do is you're just going to progress through the main storyline. When you're progressing through the main storyline, once you complete the transmission quest in the main quests, then you will have the opportunity to get a text message from Ozob. When you receive this text message, you will then call Ozob, and he will give you the opportunity. He will say that he's heard good things about you, that he needs somebody's help for a job, and he will give you the opportunity to start the job, send in the clowns. Now, this is a very short mission, but there is combat at the end of the mission, so just be aware of that. Make sure you have, decent guns equipped and stuff. It's not too hard. There's only a few enemies, but it is a short mission. Once you complete that mission, your focus is then going to be to look for the fights in your side jobs. If you've already completed the fights, then you should get the opportunity to go and fight Ozob in Pacifica. It might take a little bit of in-game time for this to happen after you complete the mission. I'm not exactly sure because, like I said, or maybe I didn't say it in this take of the video, but I got this grenade and found this grenade completely by accident. But I do know that this is how you do unlock it. Because this is the only things in the game that I've done to do with Ozob. So after you have completed the Send in the Clowns mission, and you have completed the other like fighting missions where you go and you fist fight people in all of the different regions, then you're going to look for the mission on the map near the GIM in Pacifica. But it's not going to be the main fight. It's just going to be another regular fight, and it's your opportunity to fight Ozob. Now, once you have defeated Ozob, then it is my assumption that this grenade will appear in your inventory. Because, quite frankly, there's no other way that I could have randomly obtained this, but the awkward or weird part is, it didn't tell me that I got this grenade. I had no idea that I unlocked this schematic. But when I went ahead into my crafting here, as I was trying to upgrade, this pistol here, which belonged to Jackie. I was just looking through, and I was looking at the bottom here and seeing all these different things that I have for legendary crafting schematics, and I saw this one here, the Ozob's Nose grenade, which it says 0 damage, but that's just based on your level when you craft it. So that will tell you which damage it is. Again, it's like 5,600-ish damage when you're max level over here. And to craft these grenades, when you do have the 18 attribute points in crafting, you're going to need to craft first just regular frag grenades, which everybody gets this by default. So you'll just be able to go down and craft those, and I'll show you in 1 second. You will need some rare item components. You'll need some epic item components, and you'll need some legendary item components. And then you can just sit here and you can spam these. You can make these cheaper for yourself by going through in the crafting section where for your character. So if we back out here and we go to character, we go to crafting. Once you open up this menu here, there are a few things that you can buy here that will make crafting items cheaper and things like that, like grants 20% chance to craft an item for free. So 1 in 5 times it won't cost you, the legendary item components to be able to craft those grenades. I personally have used a couple of the things in the game to get a lot of items, so I don't need to worry about it. As you guys could see when I was in the crafting menu, I do have a lot of items available to me, so I did not have to worry about that. But you craft these here, and then you will have the ability, and also, just a heads up, the glitch that you can do with the drop boxes to, let's say, get a lot of items of the same type. You can do that with these grenades, and then you could then dismantle the grenades. And let's see what we get here quickly for dismantling one of these grenades. So if we hover over it, you can see that it is a net bonus. If you look on the left hand side and the green sections there, you can see that for the cost of 1 legendary item schematic, you then get, what are these? You get 1 legendary item component, and then you get 1 legendary upgrade, or 3 of these legendary upgrade components. So if you did want to go and duplicate these over at the drop boxes, for, I'm sure there's lots of videos on how to do that, then you could essentially get, infinite amounts of these components here, as it does give you all of these different components if you go ahead and dismantle these. So I'm just going to dismantle 1, and it, gives me a little bit extra in all of these different ones here. Also, if you don't want to use the Dropbox method, but you do want to get, extra components, you could go ahead and, if you buy the discounts that are available in the crafting section of your skill trees, then you can see here that it costs 1 frag grenade, it costs 1 rare component, 1 epic item component, and 1 legendary item component. You could then go ahead and just craft a bunch of these and dismantle them, and then you would end up with actually a ton of legendary upgrade components, as you do get 3 to 1, and when you dismantle, you will get your legendary item component back every time. So if you're looking and trying to do a bunch of upgrades to upgrade your armor or your weapons to the max level, then you could go through and you could farm them that way, or like I said, you could use the Dropbox and duplicate the grenades, and then, just get a ton of these legendary item components, as well as all of the other things. So I do apologize if that was a bit of a long-winded explanation. I wanted to make sure that I included everything, get you guys as much information around this as I possibly could. Again, I don't know the specifics. There might be some timing restrictions and things like that, so you might have to wait a certain amount of time after you complete the Send in the Clowns mission, or after you complete the transmission quest from the main storyline. You may need to wait a little bit of time. Again, I just found this grenade in my inventory. I do know that this is the path that you do need to take to unlock it, but I just want to make it clear that I don't know the exact timings, because I had no idea that this was even a thing. But anyways, I hope this video helped. Consider subscribing to the channel for more quick and simple videos to help you guys get the most out of the games that you enjoy. I hope you guys use those legendary grenades effectively. I know I'm going to spam them and see how much damage I can do with them. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you guys so much for watching.
They see the vision, now it's 2020 clear as tile, Lexus clear as day, no longer move around in fear, disarray. Pray you hear me like the winter wind against your window pane. Feel the bass, baby, soak it in and let it marinate. It's time to hustle, gotta muscle up and run through barricades.